Alright, so this is a cool question and answer relationship kind of poster idea that I got when I was at a workshop dealing with SciAp, which was actually dealing with English language learners and how we can best support them. But it applies to all types of learners, and this is something that we can use to formatively assess students. We kind of think about the types of questions that are out there. So the first one, kind of the most basic, the level 1 questions, is called right there. And these you could change these, but this just kind of gets you thinking. Basically, it means it's right there in the text or right there in the notes. Text lesson supported. So an example in my math class would be looking at a graph. Where is the vertex? Well, students who know what vertex mean look at the picture, and all they have to say is, oh, the vertex is at -2, 1, or something like that. Doesn't take a lot of thought. They're quick. These are usually what we as teachers kind of ask a lot of because it is pretty easy to answer. Another one that is text supported or lesson supported, so we'll put that on here, is the think and search. Once again, you can change these names. But the think and search takes a little bit more thought. It's a little bit deeper. It takes more synthesis. You have to think about what you see in those notes or on the lesson or in the textbook, whatever you're dealing with, and you're going to use that to support your own thoughts. So for an example, if we had, I'm trying to think of one, an equation in standard form. So like I said, I'm a math teacher, so all of these examples are going to be math related. Let's say I have this example, instead of just looking at a picture and saying, where's the vertex? I could say, use this problem and actually tell me and show me where the vertex is. So students would have to use their notes to figure out, how do I find it from this equation, so algebraically, and then they're going to have to think about, what does that look like on a graph? So they're going to have to synthesize the notes, put it into words, put it into pictures. Then we move on to the author and me, and this one, like I said, I'm a math teacher, so the author part kind of gets me. This is more inference. You're thinking about, okay, what was actually meant? So this one, definitely a little bit more English classroom, language classroom. You're looking at what was said, and you're basically just making an inference. What do you think was meant by that question? It could apply to a math classroom, whereas, you're looking at something and the graph, and you've got to make an inference on where the asymptotes would be, or would this graph continue on to infinity, or something like that. But author and me, you're just saying, okay, what did the author say, and what do I think they meant? And then the last one, these are kind of where we want to get to as far as when we are trying to ask questions to our own students, the on my own. This one, just like it says, is basically the students are coming up with the response on their own. You don't need any text to support. You don't need any support. They're deeper level questions. They require more time. This would be something that I would probably have students journal about or do a quick write, because it's going to take them some time to get their thoughts together and then actually put them into words. So the on my own are the highest level. Nothing wrong with any of these questions, but they are all looking for different responses.